Hey! Look at who it is. It's the grandpa dude that is all nice to us and everything. What proposal?
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Yeah.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
God, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of both of them. Or
If I may have your attention,
a lot, like all of them.
the ad hoc session will now commence.
Oh, Alpha, no. When did he grow up? That's what I want to know. Her, like him and her, like when did they grow up?
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
But not all of
And
them.
how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Inevitable conflict. So you mean the beast tribes?
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
Pardon?
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh?
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the Anti-Tower had you no other means of communication.
Makes a lot of sense.
One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Ooh. Alphino, you
We
gutsy,
would be
gutsy
at
boy.
liberty to refuse this proposal.
Yes.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alphino.
At least he's getting some praise from somebody.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
Oh, is he dissing him? Fuck you. I doubt that's what he's doing, but still.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote.
But you didn't hear
All
what
in
we wanted to
favor
use the
of
arc
agreeing
for.
to the Scion's terms?
Ooh, there's a lot of hands going up. Nice. Looks like a majority of them.
"71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Nice.
For Chanel, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Ooh.
Very well.
In other words, don't be a dick just because you don't agree with us.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Sounds like it might be, actually.
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Down
Your
there,
voice
lost
is
me
very low
eyebrows.
for a lullaby.
Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
I like his voice, actually.
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, masterful, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
I love this
The
lullaby.
schedule remains unchanged.
The schedule. I hate that. Why do
Which
you
is why the
guys say it
Forum
like
has
that?
elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Schedule. Step off it.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer.
Dude.
If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Dude. Take it down a notch.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Okay.
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
6% more efficient.
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
Raha can help with
You know
that.
of it.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Ooh.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
But we have Raha.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind,
My
from a
keyboard
chunk
fell.
of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity.
But we
With
have Raha.
more. Well, that extra 6% efficiency will be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
But we have Raha.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
But we have Raha.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Yes. You want me to go and fetch the what's it? The White Raven's ghost. It haunts me. This sounds like a job for someone else. You want me to go and fetch the what's it? Yeah, we'll mention the White Raven's ghost.
Heavens, are you alright? You look pale as a... Well...
That was a great answer!
Let's put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Ooh.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us Heavensward.
Ha! Heavensward! Oh, and the music's playing.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Ooh.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether.
Crystal Tower, baby!
Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
We've got friends in all places, lad.
Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm.
Explosive enthusiasm.
Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Oh, but no, our leader. Ooh.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way.
God.
Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Yeah, and you disowned them. I'm not gonna let you forget it. Frickin', I swear to God. It's a little too late for you to be doing the proud father act right now because you died. And then you could have. Okay.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Ah! Pablimo! Is that Manolane? It is.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Give him a second. Jeez. Pardon?
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Hraesvolger? You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking behind. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Azim loves grapes. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion on grapes? I'd brave an erupting volcano for him. Oh my god. We're just like going right into the Azim stuff, aren't we? Meh. Ghastly things. I'd rather eat rancid giant. No. Actually, I really like grapes, so yeah, this is pretty much me. I'd probably brave a volcano for a bunch of them. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them and making intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next stream. Oh, jeez. I literally just gave myself a heart attack. I didn't know that was, a river. I wonder, though, is there anything more delicious? How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Lemons? Oh, are you sure you want to try these? What a wondrous fragrance! With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. No! Ooh. Ooh. My tongue! Is this poison? No, this is lemon. They're just really sour. A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If it doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Oof. Bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. He's gonna enjoy it, isn't he? This is delicious. You're adorable. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we really use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. Kaoru, I trust thy time at Mineral Agronomics did bear fruit. Urianger, no! He's making dad jokes! No! Oh my god. Really? Really? Dad jokes, Urianger? You're above that. You're above that. You can't make dad jokes. Oh, hell. Please have voice acting. I don't want to talk anymore. What do you want?
Oh, finally some rest.
Fuck you.
I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
I'm sorry.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz.
Being all
Everyone
butthurt.
eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Get my
It would behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Sleeping Way's the pilot!
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
It's like if you were to tell freaking...
After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look,
yeah, he's a good dad.
Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
I guess they're okay.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Who?
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions.
Yes.
I take it you'd be the one.
Who?
Yes, I am.
Pardon? Questions for what?
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of
Oh, they're
teleportation.
Moonbreeder's parents?
And Moonbreeder's parents.
Urianger.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Wait, he said you.
Likewise,
He didn't
old
say
friend.
me. Wait, what?
Vida and I were most honored to answer the call.
Was that on purpose,
Never
Koji?
expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Wait, does he just talk like... Wait.
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Huh?
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person.
Oh my god.
No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
I was joking around like
Our
crazy.
daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She
I
made
was
her
joking around
every
before,
choice
but now
of
I'm
her
like
own free will.
legitimately crying.
No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
Urianger.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Oh. Oh no.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings.
Oh my god, Urianger, you're making me cry.
The poems and platitudes of wiser men. Musings on sadness and loss. Studied and memorized. And meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young. How the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our Moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion.
Nah.
Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while. Arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better.
Fuck.
I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, Our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone. Grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Urianger?
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Yeah. Fuck. What? That hit me so hard. Oh no. That hit me way too hard. I make fun of Urianger quite a bit, but I do have to admit that I identify with him over like a bunch of like aspects. Like when I was growing up, that was pretty much me. I was like kind of the loner. My nose was always in a book. Like, except he had somebody there for him, and I mean, to be a Debbie Downer, I really didn't. So it makes me like, I don't know, it makes me happy that he had somebody like that. When Moon Brita passed, like, I don't know, I didn't really like, I didn't feel it all that much until we saw his reaction to losing Moon Brita. Like, I was just like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But like, whenever you see his reaction to losing Moon Brita, that was when things got a little bit more real for me. I'm like, oh, like this character I didn't actually know too much about, you know, he's feeling something, and then you find out like he actually, like, it, even though at first it seemed like he was like annoyed by her, he actually loved her. So this was ooh, fuck, got me in the feels. Shit. I didn't expect that to hit me as hard as it did. Man, I've cried quite a few times already in this expansion, and I'm not almost done really. Does he just talk like old-timey, like old English, just to sound cool? Because he's been saying you and your. I don't know if that's just a translation error, Koji, or if that's like intentional, like it's just like he puts on a facade. Either way, I mean, it's something I noticed. Me and my brain that I wanted to be an English teacher at one point, so. Hither and Yarns. The pall of anxiety over Charlie and Hamlet has thinned to more manageable levels. Ahem. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the leopards. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few many still come hither seeking counsel, and so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of books on the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several things I ought to be doing. Until later. Let's go help my daughter. Let's go help my daughter. I'm gonna go help my daughter. Westgate, he said. Oh, all the way out there? Jesus Christ. Why is she all the... Okay.